Long Island's #1 for all the hits, 106.1 BLI. We have a special guest in the building today. Most of you know her from WWE and the hit show Total Divas as Cameron, but she is more than just a professional wrestler. She is a model, actress, health and fitness expert, and has a degree in both business marketing and psychology. What can't this girl do? Ladies and gentlemen, Ariane Andrew. How are you tonight, girl?
Girl, I'm doing well. I'm loving that introduction. Yes.
Yes. Is it giving you life?
It is giving me life to the max.
You call yourself Jill of all trades. You put as much work in the ring and on TV as you put into giving back to the community. You work annually with the Special Olympics events and support various organizations for children with special needs. Talk to us about what has inspired you to work with such a great cause, and how do you have the time to be a full-time career woman giving back?
So before WWE even happened, I actually was a behavior therapist with autistic children. And to me, that was always really rewarding because it was such a beautiful process to watch the kids that I used to work with go from possibly not even being able to talk to graduating our program and being able to live a normal everyday life. So just to be a part of that is just so rewarding.
On that note, you've done 3 seasons of Total Divas. What is your experience like with the show, and how did it differ, if any, from being part of the WWE organization?
So that's actually a really good question. Initially, I was very pumped to do Total Divas, still very happy and blessed to have an opportunity. I really thought initially being a part of Total Divas, I was like, this is going to be great. People are going to get to see a different side. They're going to get to see Ariane. They're not going to see my villain character. They're going to see the difference between, at the time, my tag team partner and I, because people would confuse us. They didn't know which one was Naomi, which one's Cameron, when we clearly looked nothing alike. We weren't sisters. It was great. I was like, okay, people get to see the difference between the two personalities we have because we are so different.
I totally understand that because, coming from the industry, a lot of people feel like they know you 100%, but there's a character that you do have to portray, and we have to remember that there's a lot of sides to us as human beings. How did it feel being 2 people? How did you balance that?
I'm human. We're all human. So initially it was very difficult to balance because it was just always Cameron.
Speaking of that huge platform you have, you were probably one of the most followed stars on that show. You have over 900,000 followers. Your fan base is beyond loyal. How did your fans feel when you left the show?
I still get people who don't even know that I'm not even with WWE anymore. It's actually kind of crazy. People just think I took a break. Everyone's journey is very different, and I feel like certain people have their journeys one way, and I just feel like with my journey, particularly with WWE, some people get different treatment, and I consider myself an underdog.
Because now you're doing major things. I mean, you're an actress. You're doing a show called 2 on Wear. So tell us a little bit about that.
So 2 on Wear is pretty much a travel docuseries where we travel around the world just showing people all the fun things you can do. So we started off in Vegas, and instead of gambling and partying, which most people love to do in Vegas, also showing fun things you can do like exotic car racing, skydiving, the different museums that they have there. They have so many different things that I wasn't even aware of that was in Vegas. I'm like, oh, really? You can do this in Vegas? So it's definitely pushing me even out of my comfort zone of things that I would have never thought I would do. But it's fun and exciting experience to pretty much get paid to travel the world and show people fun things that you can do. So that's pretty much the synopsis behind 2 on Wear.
And you know what? I could relate to you because I've done shows before within reality TV realm, and my experience was that I felt limited. So I commend you that you're able to go outside the box and really set an example for everyone and say, look, you want certain dreams to happen, it's up to you to create them. Talk to us a little about your experience being an underdog, whether it was part of WWE or Total Divas or in life, and how you overcome that.
I mean, if you want something in life, don't ever let anyone tell you no. If you know your worth, things may take a little bit longer. The journey may be one hell of a roller coaster ride, but if you're determined, you're focused, you're relentless, and you have ambition, the sky literally has no limit. Being in the entertainment business, there's going to be so many people who are going to tell you no. I mean, yeah, I come from WWE, and you would think oh, that's just a walk in the park. And even WWE people thought, oh, it's just so easy when they don't even know all the blood, sweat, and tears you have to put in and the traveling, the wear and tear on your body. We won't get into all that. If you want something, fight for it.
Love that. I can't wait to hear your new music. You're a singer. You're also working on new music for 2017. You want to talk to us a little bit about that?
That's something I do plan on eventually doing. Consider myself a mix of like a Nicki Minaj. So I wouldn't really say I'm a singer. I guess I'm a performer. My last single was definitely a step up from Bye Bye, Wrong Number.
I love that song, by the way. Me and my girls would play that. We played it at BLI. We played it everywhere. I mean, it was such a catchy song. You headlined Fashion Week this year, February 2017. Tell me what inspires you behind this style.
So I have a friend named Jay Ryan, and he was telling me, he was like, girl, you need to step up your fashion. Like, you could just be popping, but that fashion is supposed to be on point. And I'm like, I actually like how I dress. It's different. It's not like your typical, fashion people. But I'm like, I feel like I kind of keep it together. But I was like, for New York, let me go out of my comfort zone, go out of my box, and just kind of try some different things. And since it is New York Fashion Week, I didn't go super duper crazy, but that's kind of like a time where you can do the most extreme thing where people will be like, oh, that's cool.
I love that. Where can everybody follow you, Ariane?
Ariane Andrew, ARIANEANDREW, and that's for Periscope, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, all across the board.
Thank you so much, Ariane, for being here. You're such an inspiration to all of us. For more of the interview, go on WBLI.com.